Living with the Land.
Welcome to a voyage of discovery and awareness of the richness, the diversity, and the often surprising nature of living with the land. Our journey begins as dramatic and sudden changes are sweeping over the land. The approaching storm may seem violent and destructive to us, but to nature, it's a new beginning in the cycle of life. Extracting precious nutrients and minerals. These elements, when combined with sunlight, create the diverse living systems of our planet. One of those living systems is the rainforest, home to the most amazing concentration of life on our planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich and productive living systems, providing us with oxygen, food, medicine, and other elements essential to our lives. In the desert, nature has created a very different but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. Gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm.
See the little buffalo?
Yeah.
What? There was a flash of light, but there was no
Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use, and sometimes overuse, of the land. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we have failed to realize the limitations of our methods.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'm afraid of those goats. There's no more thunder. We're out of the thunder area.
Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure both human and environmental well-being.
Anything scary at all, right?
In Saudi Arabia and Mexico, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on salt water. Here at Epcot, we're learning to reduce the need for pesticides by using natural predators like ladybugs and wasps to control pests. In Japan, we're learning by adding composted leaves and other plant material to our soil.
This is wood.
That was our face.
meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead.
Hello, and once again, my name is Rachel, and I work here in the land. In our living laboratory, scientists from Epcot, the Department of Agriculture, NASA, and Nestle are exploring innovative sustainable methods of food production. As a part of this effort, we are working with future harvest centers to showcase new ideas from around the world. The Tasmania trees coming up on your right are being grown in Africa to help replenish the soil and to increase crop yield. These fast-growing trees are actually taking nitrogen from the air and releasing natural fertilizers into the ground. By growing these trees among other crops, some farmers in Africa have been able to quadruple their harvest. They not only provide food for people and livestock, but firewood for homes. Almost 60% of the world's taro is being grown in Africa. These plants thrive in wetlands and moist soil, making it perfect for areas where most other crops will not grow. The root of the taro looks much like a potato. Like a potato, it can be baked, boiled, mashed, and even fried. The taro root is a low-cost staple of Africa. When I mention farming, you probably don't think about fish. But fish farming, or aquaculture, is being used around the world to increase yields and to protect wild fish stock. At this moment, we're having some renovations done to our fish farm. But normally, we would be producing tilapia, bass, catfish, sturgeon, shrimp, and even eel. Normally, we can produce about 6,500 pounds of fish per year. The fish we raise in this aqua cell are actually served in Walt Disney World restaurants.
What?
Alligators, like the baby American alligators coming up on your right, are no longer an endangered species. In fact, there are over 1 million alligators here in Florida alone. Aquaculture is one of the main reasons for the recovery. Most alligators are bred on farms for their meat hides, while it is playing a key role in wetland conservation. Worldwide aquaculture is rapidly growing and already produces about 20% of all fish consumed. Who knows, maybe one day farming in the ocean will be as common as traditional land farming is today. Pumpkins and corn are just two of the many crops originating in Latin America. The teosinte coming up on either side of the boat is an ancestor days corn or maize. Through centuries selective breeding, these weedy-like plants are developed into the world's most widely used grain. Today, scientists from Mexico and India are working together to make corn more nutritious. The corn on either side of the boat look and taste exactly like regular corn, but they have the same amount of protein as cow's milk. This is a major breakthrough in fighting malnutrition. In our next greenhouse, we are exploring innovative methods of growing Asian crops. By growing plants vertically, we can increase the airflow throughout the leaves, which reduce the amount of plant disease. You can try the same technique at home by growing plants on trellises. The Asian cucumber is another way to fight disease. We grow this variety because it is resistant to powdery mildew, a fungus that damages plants and reduces crop yield. By growing plants that are disease resistant and by using beneficial insects, we have dramatically reduced the use of pesticides. The weed bean is a plant you may be seeing more of very soon. All plants are edible, high in protein, to taste great, and stir-fry. It even releases nitrogen and natural fertilizers to the soil as it grows. Some people are calling the wheat bean the next miracle plant. There are over 800 species in the gourd family. The fruit, flower, and young leaves of all gourds are edible, and most are very high in vitamins. The wax gourd for over 55 pounds is used in the base of soup. The wax gourd is very popular in China. In our creative greenhouse, scientists are exploring cutting-edge research that may change the way we grow our crops. You must have noticed we have no soil in our greenhouses. This technique is called hydroponics. It's already being used in areas where soil has been depleted. We're taking this process one step further by adding a computer control drip irrigation system. We're also experimenting with aeroponics. The squash gets all the oxygen into the air. Water nutrients are sprayed onto their roots as they pass through the mist boxes. In our laboratory, Epcot scientists in the Department of Agriculture are working together to improve plants by using biotechnology. And our last experiment's out of this world. Scientists from NASA are studying plants that may one day be used in space colonies. There is so much more that we can learn from nature and science about living with the land. The laboratories you've seen here today are just one small part of the story. Once harvested, each crop needs to be handled with care on their journey from the field to our table.
But what about the bugs?
The fruits and vegetables we grow in our greenhouses are actually served just above us in the Garden Grill restaurant. Scientists from Nestle and other organizations are dedicated to improving the quality and taste of the foods we enjoy and rely on. If we all work together, we can help preserve the land as a precious and beautiful resource and still meet the needs of our growing world. Then and only then will we be truly living with the land. If you would like an even closer look at our greenhouses, stop by the Green Thumb Emporium for more information about the Behind the Scenes tour. The Behind the Scenes tour is led by members of our science team. On behalf of Nestle and the Walt Disney World Company, thank you for joining me on this journey. For your safety, please remain seated with your arms, legs, hands, and feet inside the boat till we come to a complete stop at our dock area. Upstairs, we have Circle of Life, an animated fable about the environment featuring Timon, Pumbaa, Simba, and the Lion King. Just to your right of our exit, we have a rock and roll concert on good nutrition. Food rock stars characters such as the Peach Boys and Chubby Cheddar. At this time, please look around, gather volume for small needs, take small children by the hand. Once we come to a complete stop, you'll be exiting towards your right and the rear of the boat. Please hurry ahead and watch your step. Hope you have a wonderful day of discovery here at